Jordan was there in silver underwear. Claude Rains was the invisible man. Then something went wrong for Fay Ray and King Kong. They got caught in a celluloid jam. Then at a deadly pace, it came from outer space. And this is how the message ran. Science fiction.
I'm Lucy, and this is episode 7 of Waffling About Topics That I Really Like. And today I'm going to be talking about one of the worst pieces of media that I have ever consumed. Season 2, episode 5 of Glee, the Rocky Horror Glee show. To be fair, that is an exaggeration. It's not a horrible episode, but it is just not good. It's not good. Can't sugarcoat it. Design-wise, it's not too bad. There's just so much that they could have done with a Rocky Horror theme, but they didn't. And can I just quickly say, it was hard to find this episode. Like, since they deleted Glee off of Netflix, you cannot find it anywhere. Anyway, the episode kicks off with Santana doing a pretty decent cover of science fiction double feature with the classic red lips and black screen format. To be fair to Glee, the aesthetics and a lot of the designs of this episode are actually pretty good, and they do stay true to the original. After this, Rachel does a cover of Over at Frankenstein Place. The stage in this scene is amazing. The episode starts off really, really strong. We see Janet being played by Rachel and Brad being played by Finn.
Who you are, there's a light over at the Frankenstein place.
We're then introduced to one of the guest stars of this episode, John Stamos, playing Carl, the love interest, competing with Will. Most of the casting of the show I don't mind, with Sam as Rocky, Kurt as Riff Raff, and Artie as Dr. Scott. I don't like that they doubled up on Columbia and Magenta. They could have just had the 2 extra people play the partygoers, and then it would have just looked less crowded on the stage, and it would have made a bit more sense overall, but that's more of a nitpick. I'm only mentioning this because it made me happy, but they do show a little photo of 2 little monkeys getting married for absolutely no reason. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Anyway, another 2 guest stars show up, Meatloaf and Barry Bostwick, Eddie and Brad from the original film. They play these businessmen characters, and they're really weird, but it was nice to see them, so I can't complain. The thing that does get me, though, if Rocky Horror is technically canon in the Glee cinematic universe, then how does Sue not know that she's speaking to these characters? That just confuses me.
Terrorists. Mexicans. Mexican. Terrorists. Ants. Mexican terrorist ants.
After this, Rachel and Finn sing Damn It, Janet. It's one of the better covers of this episode. I do feel like their characters really fit with the roles of Brad and Janet, so the songs that they sing together are my top ones of the episode.
The river was deep, but I swam it.
Janet.
The future is ours, so let's plan it.
Janet.
So please don't tell me to can it.
Janet.
I've one thing to say, and that's damn it, Janet. I love you.
John Stamos then sings Hot City Bless My Soul. This one kind of upset me a bit. It was poo. Why have Meatloaf in the episode and then disrespect him like this? It was just a bit low energy and it didn't really match the overall vibe of the song.
Opportunity, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll. Opportunity, bless my soul. I really love that rock and roll.
In the next scene, Mercedes sings Sweet Transvestite, playing Dr. Frankenfurter. I'm not sure if this is an unpopular opinion, but I really hated this choice, and the lyric changes in the song. Like, you can have Mercedes in a corset and have Santana practically grinding on her, but you can't say transsexual as a song lyric. It just doesn't make sense. And I think that having Frank played by a woman goes against the whole point of the character. It just doesn't push any boundaries, which I feel like it's supposed to do. Will and Emma then do a really, really uncomfortable rendition of Toucha Toucha Touch Me on school grounds. It just made me so uncomfortable the whole time, especially because they had high school students singing in the background. It was such a weird scene that I wish that I didn't see, and I would never rewatch again. They are literally dry humping and getting undressed in a classroom. It was so weird. I really didn't like it. Their whole dynamic in this episode, it just didn't need to happen. I didn't need to see it.
Then if anything shows, while you pose, I'll oil you up and drop you down, 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 down.
The episode ends with a performance of Time Warp. Everyone does a really good job during this part, and I can't really say anything bad about it. It was a good Rocky Horror remake. In conclusion, this episode is weird. The songs aren't that bad, but the actual content of the episode is mental. If you've actually watched it, you'll understand what I mean. There is so many out of context moments and just sentences that make no sense. It's just not a great Rocky Horror remake. I feel like they had all the design and they had all the equipment to do something good with it, but they just didn't get there. But that's just my opinion. Comment down below what your thoughts on this episode were, because I am interested to see what everyone else thought and to see if this was an unpopular opinion or if people agree with me.